Does McDonald's serve cheeseburgers? Imagine you met a woman who has never been to McDonald's. What? She might just wonder, does McDonald's serve cheeseburgers? Her question might sound silly. That sounds so silly. But it can help us with division. What? That's right. If you're having trouble with long division and all of the steps that go through with it, all you have to remember is, does McDonald's serve cheeseburgers? You might be thinking, but what does McDonald's have to do with long division? That's easy. Let's think about it this way. Does McDonald's serve cheeseburgers? Does stands for divide. McDonald's stands for multiply. Serve stands for subtract. Cheese stands for check. And burgers stands for bring down. Each word in our question, does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers, represents one step in long division. Divide, multiply, subtract, check, bring down. So, if you can remember this, does McDonald's serve cheeseburgers? Then you can do this. Let's give it a try. Let's start with an easy one. 78 divided by 6. What's the first thing we do? Does, D. The first thing we do is divide. Let's divide 78 divided by 6. Since 6 goes into 7 just one time, we place a 1 above the 7. That was easy. But what's next? M for McDonald's. The next thing we do is multiply. Let's multiply. Since 1 times 6 is 6, we place a 6 below the 7. That was easy. But what's next? Serve, S. The next thing we do is subtract. Let's subtract. Since 7 minus 6 is 1, we place a 1 below the 6. But what's next? Cheese, C. The next thing we do is check. Let's check our work. To make sure the answer after subtraction is less than the divisor. Yes, 1 is less than 6. Burgers, B. The next thing we do is bring down. Let's bring down. Since our 8 doesn't have anything under it, like the 7 does, we bring it down. And now we start from the beginning. D, the first thing we do is divide. Let's divide. Since 6 goes into 18 3 times, we put a 3 above the 8. M, the next thing we do is multiply. Since 3 times 6 is 18, we put an 18 below our first 18. S, the next thing we do is subtract. Let's subtract. Since 18 minus 18 is 0, we put a 0 under the 18. When you get to a 0, stop and check your work. Let's check our work. If all your facts are correct, then you're done with your long division problem. So just remember, if you're having trouble with long division, all you have to remember is, does McDonald's serve cheeseburgers?